company. Stincel and Ringlet and the Adventures of the Cherry Ice Cream Cave by dogandmousecompany.com. Look at this cave. It sure looks neat. Two brothers explore. A cave so sweet. Inside they go. A world so deep. Stincel and Ringlet tiptoe and creep. Oh, look and see. What did we find? An ice cream cave? It's one of a kind. Dripping with sweets, cherries galore, strawberry, chocolate, vanilla, and more. A crying sound was heard up ahead. Their smiles were gone. Frowns came instead. What could it be? They asked in despair. Do we go forward? It might be a bear. They went up ahead, and what did they see? A tall cherry man crying indeed. He was so scared at the noise he heard. He stood really still, not speaking a word. Stincel and Ringlet came forward with joy. Why, it's just two mice, said Cherry Man Boy. They talked and learned some new stuff. This entire cave was filled with food fluff. Stincel and Ringlet finished their chat. They marched straight ahead and found candy cane vats. The candy cane cave was such a delight. A peppermint smell all day and all night. Candy cane dripstone and candy cane floor. It's yummy and tasty, said the bats as they soared. Ringlet took pics all on his phone. He was amazed by what he was shown. Tiny Mouse Helper, Sugar Stick's the name, throws in the candies like he's playing a game. What's for dinner? Why, it's peppermint cakes. So fluffy and tasty, watch this candy stick bake. They ate their slice and loved it a lot. Onward they go to the next cavern spot. They marched ahead and heard a strange sound. Loud rushing waters were heard from the ground. The closer they got, the louder it was. It might be a river that was making a buzz. Oh my goodness, it's a river of cheese. The pizza guardians were guarding this sea. The only way through was to chew, chew, chew. So that's what they did. Bite one and bite two. The pizza grew back after each little bite. The pepperoni and cheese was intact and all right. After they chewed and found their way out. The scent of some chocolate had them running about. The chocolate bar cave was a good stop. Ringlet took the bridge with a hop, hop, hop. A flowing chocolate river ran underneath. They both took a lick and got chocolate in their teeth. They crossed the bridge and a bush was found, where marshmallows sprouted and grew by the pound. Each smack they took, the flavor would change. From chocolate to coconut to something else strange. It was all good and made them both smile. They slurped and they chomped and they stayed for a while. Stincel and Ringlet marched on ahead, straight to Cloud Cavern with stars overhead, twinkling down and grinning so much. Blueberry scented, Ringlet loved this so much. Mr. Cloud Puff, in his hand, held a key, with a blue tag attached with the letter C. Stincel and Ringlet waved their goodbye, thanking them all for a key they can try. A secret key to a secret door was given to them so they could find more. Guarded by a cotton candy king. Head that way, the stars would sing. Oh look, you must see. It's Mayor Chip and the Cookie Jamboree. This cookie cave is such a delight. Chocolate milk, swimming pools everywhere in sight. Cookies are sprouting right from the ground. A cookie tree forest so chocolatey and round. Stincel and Ringlet arrived on the spot. The warm cookie cave was chocolatey and hot. They asked Mayor Chip if he could show them ahead. He said, keep going, and just pointed instead. Stincel and Ringlet asked for cookies to go. Mayor Chip said, sure, pluck them up from that row. Pluck, pluck, pluck went the cookies from the ground. Stincel and Ringlet plucked cookies all around. Once they were done and waved so long, the Cookie Jamboree said goodbye in a song. Skipping and running, the mice ran so fast. Is that cheese I smell? Ringlet began to ask. Of course you smell cheese. A cheese cave, to be exact. A mouse waters his garden. A cheese tree, it's a fact. A mouse in a cheese house with orange cheese grass. They eat cheese sandwiches with milk in a cheese glass. Stincel and Ringlet were snacking on some cheese. Admiring the view when they felt a car-like breeze. Ambu-Mouse to the rescue. He's there in time of need. His car is mozzarella. Cheese tires give him speed. You will always find him fixing Stinklet's tail. This ambulance driver will help and never fail. They left the cheese cave and headed toward the light. A gold brick road ahead that sparkled in the night. A dark tunnel they went through, not able to see a thing. They came out the other side, so happy they could sing. "We made it," they shouted. It smelled like food at a fair. It was filled with cotton candy, the walls, the floor, and the air. The Cotton Candy King arrived to let them know. He pointed at the candy door and said, "This is where you go." Both mice were excited as the king unlocked the door. Their eyes got big and wide as they shuffled their feet on the floor. Oh my goodness, how can this be? Cotton candy plants are singing to me. "Eat the music notes," they sang so loud. "Each note holds a power," they said so proud. So that's what they did, and gobbled up the notes. They ate so many it coated their throats. They scooped up some floor like it was dip. So thirsty now they might need a sip. Polka dots all on their skin. Their fur turned yellow and the room began to spin. "Oh no," said the plants. "Look what you did." The floor mixed with notes revealed a secret that was hid. Their fur was still turning all different shades and hues. The room began to vanish and started to turn bright blue. The room was totally gone and replaced with a door. The room felt like a freezer. They heard sounds like never before. The door started to open and letters began to appear. Fuzzy ice creatures was staring at us like deer. It's the ice cave and boy is it cold. Met by odd creatures that showed what they sold. They sell cones of snow, it's a #1 winner. They eat them every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Meet 02789F, a furry ice creature. He offers many flavors, his sign has them featured. Bubblegum, grape, orange, and cherry. This place is kept cold by magic ice fairies. Just look at the cones of the snow trees. Every few seconds they glow. Stincel and Ringlet were frozen from the cold wind that would blow. Licorice trees glow black, and cherry trees glow red. Bubblegum trees glow pink, so good you'll stand on your head. Eat what you want from the trees, Stincel and Ringlet were told. They had to make it quick, 'cause their feet were getting cold. Ringlet wanted bubblegum, that flavor is the best. His mouth began to water. He wanted to try the rest. So many tasty flavors, too many for him to choose. His feet were going numb. He wished he'd worn his shoes. Stincel went for blue. Blueberry hit the spot. Anything that is blue and nothing that is hot. Ringlet was shivering and told Stincel they should go. As they headed on their way, Ringlet stubbed his little toe. Freezer Burn the Mouse was waving right at them. "I've got a secret tunnel that you can travel in." A little wooden door opened up into the ground. The smell of lava cake started swirling all around. Stincel and Ringlet said, "What is this place?" As a blanket of heat smacked them in the face. Volcano Lava Cake with lava cake men. We use these secret tunnels to travel fast within. The air was so thick it could be cut with a knife. They scurried on their way, kind of worried for their life. The lava cake men had a ruler named Roaster. He was awfully mean. His nickname was Toaster. He gets really hot and won't let you go. So let's watch out. Be careful. Walk slow. Roaster and his men were far, far away. Devising evil plans is how they spend their day. The mice were not spotted and they made it out of there. Nobody took notice, too busy to even care. Time warp. Poof. To be continued.